CAD is currently on an uptrend. You can see that it has already broken the downtrend line. If I were to draw a downtrend line here, you can see that it has already broken the downtrend line, came back to retest the downtrend line, as well as push up further to show that it's on an uptrend. I would not draw a uptrend line right here because you can see that the uptrend line only fits 2 points, and here the ascent is too steep, so it's quite far from our uptrend line. So I will not use this uptrend line as a valid uptrend line. So let's move on to our lower time frame chart to look at a better uptrend line and to look at the price action even closer. Right, so if I were to go on the daily time frame, I believe that it is still not very good to draw a uptrend line right here. This is because the ascent is still too steep. The price is too far away from our trend line. However, you can see that it is making an uptrend movement. You can see via the higher lows as well as the higher highs. All right, so currently it has made a higher low, and then it has made a higher high. No, it's making a higher low, and then it's pushing up to make a higher high. So right now we can confirm that this is our price movement right here. So we go down to a lower time frame to determine our entry. So let's move on to our hourly time frame. So in our hourly time frame, let me just zoom in a bit. We can draw our uptrend line even closely. So if I were to draw an uptrend line, you can see that this is a much better uptrend line because it is closer to our price action. All right, and first thing we can do is to determine our entry. So for our entry, I'll put it at this horizontal swing low support right here. So this can be our buy entry. So first thing I can do is to strengthen this level via Fibonacci retracement, right? So if I were to take a retracement from low to high, and you can see that the 61.8% level, let me just take away the negative 61.8 right here. So you can see that the 61.8% level is directly at our buy entry. So to make a confluence, I can take a Fibonacci extension, and I'm taking 3 point, 1 point, 2 point, and 3 point. And if I open up the 100% level, you can see that the 100% level forms a Fibonacci confluence with our 61.8% level retracement together with our horizontal swing low support, showing that this is a strong level, right? Next thing I can do, find a stop loss. So for stop loss, I'll put it here, which is at our swing low support right here. So let me label this as my stop loss level. So for stop loss level, same thing, I can find a Fibonacci confluence. So first thing I can do, find a retracement. So I'll take from low to high, and if I were to open up the 50% level, you can see that it is right above our stop loss area. Next, we can do the exact same extension. So I will just go to my 100% extension and open up the 161.8% extension, and you realize it's directly on our stop loss level, right? So it shows off a strong Fibonacci confluence area zone here as well. All right, lastly for our take profit. So for our take profit, there's no graphical level, right? Because this is the highest it has been in many months. All right, so we would not take we will just find a Fibonacci confluence area, as that is the best bet we have. All right, so you can see that to do a Fibonacci expansion, we have to make sure that prices have reacted at the 61.8%, and you realize it came back down all the way to test the 61.8% level, which shows that it is possible to do it is also possible to do a Fibonacci expansion. And in this case, I will open up my negative 61.8% level, right? So of course, one level is never enough because we are trying to find a Fibonacci confluence, and there's no graphical levels to support it, right? So to make it stronger, I'll find another level. So I will use the extension. So for extension, I'll take 3 points, 1 point, 2 point, and 3 points. And you can see that the 127.2% level, if I open it, is directly below our 61.8% level. Actually, on second thoughts, I think the 161.8 is a better level, right? It's closer to our negative 61.8% level. And for our take profit, I will just put it slightly below it, so we are safe, right? In the case that prices reach here and reverse, we are safe and we have taken profit already, right? So my bias is that prices will go down to our buy entry, which is where prices is at roughly about now, and will bounce up towards our take profit. So to put the final nail in the coffin, I can use an indicator. So for indicator, I can use moving average, right? So for, as you can see in the 9-day moving average, the moving average is very choppy, it's cutting through our graph, right? So I will change it into a Fibonacci number, let's say 34. And you can see in the 34-day moving average, the 34-day moving average is moving very likely to our trend line that we have drawn, which is very ideal, right? Because you want the moving average to act like your trend line. All right, so prices are above our moving average, as well as moving average is below our prices, also showing a bullish pressure for prices. Right, and the absolute last thing we can do is to open a stop loss to take profit ratio. Right, so if I were to take a stop loss to take profit ratio, you can see that is about 1:3, which is very, very ideal. All right.